Hello everyone. In the last video, you understand the working of a bank algorithm. Bank algorithm is working on the principle of artificial intelligence. That is, it is a heuristic algorithm. It explore the graph in a backward direction. In the graph exploration by backward search, it is starting from the nodes containing at least one query keyword. At any point during the backward search, EI denote the set of nodes that we know it can reach query keyword Ki. We call the EI as a cluster of keyword Ki. Initially it is EI, it starts with the set of nodes that directly contains the keyword Ki. We call this as a cluster origin. And in each search step, we move in a backward direction. We choose the incoming edge and then follow that edge in a backward direction to visit the source node. Then we reach to the answer node for each answer node X for each cluster EI. Either X belongs to EI or it has an edge to some node in EI. Bank algorithm uses the two strategies for choosing what node to visit next. It uses equidistance expansion in each cluster, and the second technique it is used is a distance balance expansion across the cluster. Equidistance means during the exploration, it always chooses the shortest path to explore the next node to visit. Whereas in distance balance across the cluster, it tries to balance the distance across the multiple cluster. Let us take an example. Suppose here are the two clusters K1 and K2. Then how the bank algorithm works? It starts with the initial cluster K1. Then it tries to find out the node U, which it look for all the incoming edges coming to this key origin of the cluster. And it try to expand the node in a backward direction. Similarly, from this cluster, it is also exploring in a backward direction. Suppose assume that U is an answer node. You can reach U directly from the K2 as 150. So this is the cost of the edge. It's 150 to reach to U. Whereas from K1, there is a edge 1. Only one edge whose cost is 1. You can reach to the answer node U. But because of the distance balance across the cluster, this cluster, it is necessary for the cluster is to explore all the edges to balance the cost that is equal to 150. Because from K2, you are reaching U by the distance cost of 150. So you have to balance that cost in the K1 cluster also. So this is a drawback of backward search algorithm, that is a bank algorithm. And this drawback is overcome in the next algorithm called as a graph exploration by bidirectional search. In this algorithm, you can move in a forward direction as well as in a backward direction. So to control the order of expansion, the bidirectional search algorithm assigns the heuristic activation factor for each node. The nodes matching the keywords are added to the iterator with initial activation factor as. So every node in a graph is having the activation factor. This activation factor is heuristic, which is changed over the time. How to calculate the activation factor? It is calculated for node U. I is the node prestige U, which is defined at the initial step or the first iteration, divided by S of I. For all U belongs to S of I, where S of I is a set of nodes that match the keyword I. In bidirectional search, nodes of high prestige will have the higher priority for expansion. But if keyword matches a large number of nodes, the nodes will have a lower priority. The activation factor is spread from keyword nodes to other nodes. Each node V spreads a fraction U of the received activation to its neighbor and retain the remaining 1 minus mu fraction. So here every node is divide the activation factor among its neighbor, all the incoming neighbors. So it solves the problem of backward search algorithm of distance balance across the node. So let us stop here and we'll see the next type of algorithm, that is index based algorithm, in next video. Thank you.